Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Slide set to get this one going. Off we go from Nashville. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Get it. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. No, no. Steady.
He'll try to get the running game going. His 1st carry. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tag. 70's Timberwolf.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Devondre Sweat getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say?
Here we go.
Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Quick throw taken in. And they'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 10.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third
Let's go
down.
now. 16, Mustang 19. Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And it's fourth down.
So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. His kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Scott now to the return. He'll get across the 20, bump him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready. 19 target. 70 zipper. Ready.
On play action, it's Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's in there for the sack. It's his third of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
Come on.
now you face a big uphill
18
battle if
Cardinal,
you want to
18
extend this
Cardinal.
drive.
Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Wide open. He's the tight end. He's got this one. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Go.
Ward gonna throw on 3rd and 1. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 11 yards on the pass there. First down for Tennessee.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Go. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for John Jacobs. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey. 70 Lions. Huh.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
70, 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Tag! Hawk 70.
Now the former Tulane step. Here's Tyjae Spears. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They begin with a third down and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Come on, set. Ready.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And In this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Flush to his right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The ball carried by number 39. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Get it. Panthers, Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. That's Dobbs open left side. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll bring this up to the 22. And Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, Ward. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The 40-yard line.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19, 40, 70, Timberwolf. Ready, ready?
Here's Ward. That one caught. It's Chinwei DK. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Timberwolf. Blitz. Let go.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready. Broncos. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Broncos.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
This one into the hands of Powell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
On
1.
the jump. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up 1st down.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Scott now on the return. Now an opening as the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 1st down, Ward. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hook 19. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Ward. A huge mistake. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Out of the guns, he'll throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Chapel up, take go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Scott now on the return. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Okay, ready?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Go! 19, top. Ready?
A run up the middle with Jacobs. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown Titans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Travis start on the ground. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Will McDonald, third tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Bronco 80. 18, check two. Ready?
He'll drop the throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Hey. 60 yards. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return. And he will take this back to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18, Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
70 range. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Ward. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
To be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
40-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
Mims sent in motion here.
Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 20, here's second and 4.
Come on, set! Count! Ready?
Now, faking the give. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Go! 70, Hawk, 7, go!
That's caught. It's Powell. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. That is caught. What a throw. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his second touchdown of the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Scott now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Set it!
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Let's go! 19, Bronco 80!
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
It is third and 10.
Ready! Bronco 80! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Now it's Ward. A throw right side is intercepted.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 27, Titans 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tag! Like it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Get up.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field.
Ready?
Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
6, Mustang 19. '79 Broncos.
Hey, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Ward. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Slot man
Cowboys,
in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Go!
This is taken in by Dobbs. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Come on, set!
On 1st and 10, Ward throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 38-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the set!
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 70 Timberwolf! Cowboy 80!
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
Panther 60! Panther 60!
Rush in! Rush in!
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Again, it's Ward. They'll look to set up a screen here. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And just nowhere for that back to go.
19 Charger! 19 Charger! 70 Timberwolf! Ready?
To the air again. Ward. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready? Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Oh, yeah, you got it, I got it.
Ready?
Ward to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready, ready?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go now.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Cardinal. Let's go.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. They get 11, and quick to pick up a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Viking 18.
Into him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On the ready.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back. Cougar 19.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Down. Hut, hut.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of only
On 4th down, out comes the punter. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Past the 45. Still going. And what a return. He sets up the offense inside the red zone.
Ready. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Yep.
On 1st down, Wolf will try and set up the tight end screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7.
14-yard line.
Set it. Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Wolf. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Third down and 3.
We working. Here we go. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. Check out.
Now, bingo. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf. Lightning 18. Ready.
They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
On the jump. Stephanie. Panther 60. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 13
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
60 Bison.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Go.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow